Look how blue my eyes are. Ah! I got a whole bunch of new blue contacts for different cosplays and cosplays I've done, but still need to photograph, or new cosplays that have coming up. And not really much of a contact wearer. Well, I'm not a contact wearer at all in normal life. So I'm still kind of new to the whole putting contacts in your eyes. So I got a whole bunch of different blues from this online store called Magic Angel Eyes. And I got a whole bunch of different blue ones to see which blues go best with my brown eyes. I like these. They're really, really blue. But they're also super comfortable, which, coming from someone who's not used to wearing contacts all the time, I guess that's a really good thing. But let's get to your questions. First one is from Keith E, who says, if you were to cosplay as Lara Croft from any versions of the game, comic or movies, which version would you cosplay as? Man, if I did a Tomb Raider cosplay, I would definitely want to do like super original, retro, very first Lara Croft costume ever, which is kind of that like that wet look like bodysuit she has that she wears with the shorts on and the gun holsters and the big boobs and the two guns, and yeah, that's the version I would definitely want to cosplay as. Benji S asks, have you ever played any of the Prince of Persia games, new or old? If so, which ones? Yes, I've played every single Prince of Persia game that's come out, even the very first original super old one that was on the PC way back in the day. I'm trying to remember how old it was, but I don't remember. All I remember is it was super fucking hard as hell, and the music, I think I might actually just know that You're Dead music. But it was like, you know, the side scroller, and you're jumping over the spikes, and then this is crazy, the little guys with the swords, and God, it was so hard. But I loved the, I guess you could say, remake, you know, Sands of Time, whatever, the first one. The second one was a little bit more combat than it was jumping around being the Prince of Persia. And then the third one I thought kind of blended the two, and then I did play the reboots as well. I love them. I'm always down for a Prince of Persia game. Keegan H asks, do you think you'll ever get tired of video games? Definitely not. I don't ever see why that would ever be a thing. I've been playing games my entire life since I was 5 years old, so I don't know why all of a sudden I'd be like, yeah, meh. I mean, video games just keep getting better and better, and they just keep allowing you to do more and more inside of them, so I don't see why I would ever get tired of video games. I might get tired of series, or I might get tired of, you know, the same type of games over and over again, but ever tired of actual games? No. I'll never get tired of playing video games. Matt C has two questions. This first one is, what do you think of the Dead Space franchise? I thought Dead Space was very, very overhyped. I think people liked Dead Space way more than I liked it. Yeah, definitely. Everybody was like, oh, it's survival horror, it's so scary, bleh! I don't think things popping out of lockers is scary. I don't really get into jump scare games. Jump scares are fun, but they're so easy to do. And I don't think Dead Space really had the terrifying environment that I like in scary games. Like Outlast, that's a scary game. You don't even have to have any enemies in that game, and it's a scary ass game. Dead Space was just walk, 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 ah, jump scare, walk, 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 ah, jump scare, floaty body parts. That was cool, but never been able to get into them. I've played all three, not all the way through, because I just kind of got bored. Matt C's second question is, have you ever seen any of the Tron movies, like Tron Legacy? Yes, of course, I've definitely seen Tron. I love the original, and I actually like Tron Legacy. I actually really, really liked it, except I didn't really like Cora. I know a lot of people loved her, but that whole, I'm an innocent 3-year-old type of thing isn't my type of thing. I know she wasn't 3 years old, but that whole, you know, wow, the world is so big and bright, I've never been out of it before kind of mentality, it gets old in movies. It's a lot of times, you know, I love Fifth Element, and I actually do love Lilu, so that's working against my argument here, but she had the very same, you know, oh, what is this big world? I'm so innocent and sweet, and I just am trying to learn everything. I wish Cora was a little bit more kick-ass. She was kind of weak. She was very weak. I wish she was a little more kick-ass. But I am sad that there will be no sequel. But that's okay. Just watch Tron Legacy again. Yeah. I really want to do a Gem cosplay. You know, she's the blonde in Tron Legacy. I just don't know how to work with, what is it called? Ellie wire or something? I don't know. But it's, you know, light wire. It's very expensive. And I don't want to use reflective because that's the cheap way out. And I don't want to use like light strips just go to IKEA and get light strips. No, I want the super duper professional fancy shit. I just don't know how to work with it, and it's super expensive. Chris A says, I'm wondering what you think about Uncharted 4 coming out. Are you excited? Fuck yeah, I'm excited. It's Uncharted. I've never not been excited for something Uncharted. I got to see the extended demo playthrough thing at E3 and it completely blew my mind. It was amazing. I loved it. Holy crap, just give me Uncharted. Just give it to me. Except an Uncharted movie. Please don't ever make an Uncharted movie. Please, just if you are making one, stop. Uncharted is a perfect video game and it's already a perfect film on its own. We don't need it in movie form. It already is. It's a playable movie. Don't dumb it down as a film. Come on. And the last question is from someone's name I don't know how to pronounce because it's like J-O-A with dots above it, O-C. Can I call you Joacy? Joacy! Who wants to know what I think about the new Star Wars films? Eek. I don't know, because I want to be like, yeah, Star Wars films. But I'm kind of like, yay, I love original Star Wars still, and gave the last 3 times they've tried to make a new Star Wars film a try, and those totally, completely broke my heart and disappointed me. And yes, it's J.J. Abrams, but come on, J.J. Abrams doesn't shit gold. It doesn't mean he's gonna make a great Star Wars film. I think his version of sci-fi sticks better with Star Trek, very shiny, lens flare, everything looks modern and new. That's not Star Wars. You know, Star Wars is kind of grungy, it's a little dirty, it's not perfected sci-fi, it's not perfected technology, and I don't know if he can handle that. I'm actually not very excited at all about the original cast coming back. Ugh. I want to remember Luke as I remember him. I want to remember Han as I remember him, not older Han. I don't want that. I didn't like older Indiana Jones. I don't want older Han. So, meh. And I think they just announced a Han spin-off movie, which is like, can't you just leave the things I love alone? Why do you have to keep messing with them? I don't know. I'm going to see it, and I am actually excited for the new Star Wars film. The trailer was cool. It was cool. It was not cool, but it was cool. So, I don't know. We'll see. But then again, I'm super cynical when it comes to new Star Wars anything. I'm super, like, I'm one of those annoying, obviously, I'm one of those annoying elitists. Like, if it's not episodes 4, 5, and 6, then I don't want to have anything to do with it. That's me. That is me. Even canon written later, for the Star Wars universe is still like, well, if it's not in 4, 5, and 6, then it doesn't count. That is me. I totally admit it. So, we'll see. We'll see. If it's really, really good, I will completely say you guys were right. It was amazing. Wow, I did not expect it to actually be good. But if it's really, really shitty, I told you so. I told you so. And that's all I have to say on that. Anyways, send in your questions to Raychul Moore Gmail. Put Ask Rachel in the subject line. If you don't, it goes to junk. I'll never see it. Also, I'm back doing my live chats. I do live streams of games, of course, but I'm now doing my actual live chats again where I sit down and we just chat about shit. Those are every Tuesday, 3 o'clock. You have to check my Twitter because I do it on YouTube and the link is always different. So 3 o'clock every Tuesday, 3 p.m. my time, Pacific time. And then Thursdays at 3 p.m. is my actual live gameplay stream on my Twitch, which is just twitch.tv/therachel. Lots of cons coming up. Comic-Con, Dallas Gaming Expo, Pop Culture Con, C4 Comic-Con, Jesus, there's so many. Kamikaze. Yeah, check Raychul.com for all the different cons that I have already announced or I will be announcing that I'll be at because I want to see all of your faces because I have so many hugs to give you. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Send in your questions and I totally love you.